He says, did you see anything of note different in the play calling in the first preseason game? I'm happy that you brought this point up. I'm mad at myself because I went to a meeting the other day and I had an entire notepad. I was watching the Bengals game, and just so y'all know, when I watch games, I write a lot of notes down. That's just how I watch games because I want to be able to have talking points things that I want to go over, talk about, discuss when I do my recap show. And one thing that I noted was I saw a lot of motion from the Bengals. I saw a crap ton of motion from the tight end position, from the receivers, and it was more than just. It wasn't a lot of it wasn't like window dressing stuff. It was actually you could tell like it was a part of the play, right? It was just a lot of stuff that you saw the Bengals implement at points last year, but I saw the tight end position in motion a lot, which was kind of new for me. And they weren't just getting in motion doing that thing that the Bengals do where they call a receiver in motion and then the receiver lines up behind the guard or the tackle and is there as an extra blocker. No, they were actually running routes off of that play. So that was something that I thought was very, very interesting to me. And I said, oh, okay. Imagine Mike Gesicki in motion. Imagine, making Mike Gesicki, who's already a mismatch, an even bigger mismatch. For me, I was like, damn, okay. That's one thing that I've really, really noticed. I think that was the only thing that really stood out to me from a play calling standpoint as a sore thumb. But there is something else that I had wrote down in my notes. But I want to let Evan or Logan talk about anything that they may have noticed that I didn't notice.
You want to start?
I'm just going to piggyback off the motion thing and just in general because it's something I'm a huge fan of in general, and I think the numbers don't necessarily lie either. The 49ers and the Dolphins were
70% of
ridiculous
the time,
amount of times, and they have two of the best offenses in the league.
Right.
Like, obviously everybody's going to motion differently. Obviously everybody's going to have different purposes of motions, but there's very little downside to motioning anymore. Like there's so many positives for it. You can use it in an abundantly amount of different ways. It's a fantastic thing, and it just allows the league to get more creative and it's more fun. It's just different.
Changes
it's so
the leverage
unique.
of everything. It makes
it's
the
awesome.
defense communicate. It's great.
It's such a fun wrinkle to the modern offenses we see now, and I'm excited to see kind of what the next thing is and how it's playing. But yes, the motioning, especially from the Bengals, they have so many good athletes. They have so many different skill sets and builds that can be taken advantage of if they continue to motion properly. And I definitely hope it's a thing that we continue to see moving forward.
Yeah, no, that was a great point. And it kind of feeds into a play that Coach Matt Minnick, a friend of ours who has written for Cincy Jungle and Orange and Black Insider and all that fun stuff, very smart guy. He pointed out a play where they did use pre-snap motion with the wide receiver going to the left side of the formation, and then they did play action to the left side. So all of the flow of the play is going to the left. And this is a staple of the 49ers offense, right? Where they have like Y leak, right? Where you have the tight end.
Leaks and delays.
Oh, yeah. The tight end leaks and delays are so effective in play action. So they have all the O-line, the wide receivers, the running back, everything's moving left. So everybody's just drifting, getting more out of position. And then next thing you know, the tight end is just running counter to everybody else. And so they have to try and slow their momentum and get back to him. And it's a little swing pass, but they end up getting 8-10 yards out of it because you just get all this going the right. And so you turn a check down pass into a first down because of what you did pre-snap and what you did in terms of creating that imbalance and making the defense feel that urgent point of attack in the opposite direction. I saw someone else point out too that they had lined up in pistol. I'm a pistol truther, especially as someone who when the Bengals want to go under center so much more, Joe Burrow wants to be in shotgun and keep everything in front of him. A great alternative to that is pistol, where you kind of have that.
I can't believe it's not more common, man.
I know. It's
just a perfect happy medium.
It happens. I know. And I love what it does for the run game.
Yes.
And so you have less tells because, 70-80% of the time, if you're in the gun and you have the running back lined up on the right, if he's running, it's going left, right? You're not doing a lot of counter runs necessarily out of gun. Whereas pistol, you have that dual ability to go left or right evenly, right? Without kind of giving away that tell pre-snap. So that's another benefit of that. You're a little bit closer to the line of scrimmage, so you can do kind of some of the under center concepts that you want to do. You still have room for all the motion, either orbit or jet or any of that, whether you want to be in front of, behind, around the formation. No, it just gives you a lot of versatility to how you can attack things. So I would definitely like to see more of it. It doesn't need to be their bread and butter, so to speak, but it just opens things up a lot more for the offense while getting the best of both worlds with both Joe and the Bengals' interests in mind.